I think it's a premier golf tournament in the world.
It's like the Wimbledon, the Derby, all rolled into one.
It's just so British.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. May I welcome you to the Royal Troon Golf Club for the first day's play of this, the 118th Open Championship.
Rarely in its 129-year history can the Open Championship have attracted a field of such staggering quality. A dozen former champions, some recent winners, others from the more distant past.
Putting is like sex and sleep, boys. There's only so many in there. I ain't gonna make one when I don't have to.
35th straight British Open. I feel I could still win it.
If Gary Player, at 54, thinks he can still win it, so does this man.
You're late? Sure.
Tom Watson has fond memories of Royal Troon.
The winner of the gold medal and the champion golfer of the year with a score of 284, Tom Watson.
Watson won his 4th Open title, thanks to Nick Price's demise over the final 6 holes.
1982, I felt was somewhat of a gift because I really backed into winning the championship. The players ahead of me had some problems coming in, and fortunately I stuck in there and hit a lot of good shots. Didn't make a lot of birdies, but probably the key shot of the round for me was the 11th hole, where I hit a 3-iron under the green about 3 feet from the hole for an eagle, and that got me back in the thick of it, and I kind of hung in there from then on in.
20 years earlier, it was another celebrated American who captivated the Troon crowds. Arnold Palmer, now in his 60th year, was at the peak of his game.
I was playing probably some of the best golf of my life and was very pleased to be here, and as I am now. I could have said probably 10 years ago that I had played in my last British Open, but on the other side of that, when you see it here at Troon and you get that sentimental feeling about coming back, you kind of think, oh, well, what the hell, let's play another one.
But there were to be no sentimental celebrations for Arnie's army. First and second round scores of 82 left him last of 156 starters. Sad, perhaps, to see a sporting legend struggling. But an Open without Arnold Palmer? Twice champion Lee Trevino was having a happier opening round.
Last green, he's 3 under par. This for another birdie. Oh, he's got it. That's a 68 for Lee Trevino, and doesn't he enjoy it? A man who's discounted his chances of winning the championship at his age, but still capable of tremendous golf over 1 or 2 rounds.
Jack Nicklaus, too, was having fun.
16th green, birdie putt. Ooh, he's got it. That takes him back to just 1 over par, and he too still capable of some tremendous golf, even though he spent the past fortnight looking at his various golf courses around Europe. Tremendous stuff.
Gary Player's pre-championship predictions were looking just a shade optimistic.
This is second shot to the 15th. He's 6 over par, but finds this awkward par 4 in 2 shots.
Fred Couples was among the early leaders.
16th, putt for a birdie. Ooh, yes, just topples in the edge, and that takes him to 4 under and a share of the lead. Couples, of course, a man who did very well last year and was the leading United States player at Royal Lytham.
Russell Clayton, the young Englishman who so nearly won the Australian Masters earlier this year, was destined to have a memorable Open. He was to make the cut and become the championship's leading amateur. Royal Troon's famous eighth, the postage stamp. This was Jose Maria Alathabel.
Perhaps the shortest par 3 in championship golf, just 126 yards. Oh, and that's a great shot for Alathabel. Putt for 2. Very difficult hole, this 8th. It's very short but very tricky, and not only for the golfers.
David Faherty, a part-time opera singer from Bangor, Northern Ireland, was to enjoy a magnificent championship.
Oh, great putt from Faherty. That takes him to 2 under par. And a man who actually hasn't been very much in the forefront of European golf this last 2 years, beset as he has been by the odd putting problem. Watson at the 11th, third shot. Oh, straight in the hole. That's an eagle 3, and, well, it was an eagle here in 1982 that set him on his way to the championship then. That's now 3 under par for Watson, so he's just a couple off the lead. Obviously enjoys Troon.
Defending champion Seve Ballesteros wasn't having a happy Open. Here he is on the 17th green trying to save par.
Well, straight in the hole. Well, we haven't seen very many long putts holed today on this course, and if ever a man needed one, it was the defending champion. Level par, 1 hole left.
But day 1 belonged to Wayne Stephens from Jersey.
Birdie putt, 15th green. Oh, he's got it, and that takes him to 5 under par, and, well, in the lead. And bearing in mind, he's had to go to the qualifying school at La Manga 7 times and only won some £2,000 in total last year. This really is a tremendous performance from Wayne Stephens in the championship. 17th green. Outside chance for birdie. Oh, he's got it. That takes him to 6 under par and 2 clear of this Open Championship field, which really contains all the best players in the world.
So, in true Open tradition, a complete unknown captures the Friday morning headlines. It was much tougher for Wayne Stephens on day 2, although he did manage to go round in level par. Seve had ground to make up.
8T. Playing downwind, very short. 1 under par, Ballesteros. Oh, and it's a great shot. One of the few that we've seen stop the ball short of this pin on the front edge.
Australian Wayne Grady was carving a name for himself. 3 birdies in the first 7 holes, making him a serious contender. Payne Stewart too ignored the worst weather of a gloriously sunny week to post a new course record of 65. He was 7 under par for 2 rounds. Pre-championship favourite Nick Faldo was always too far behind the leaders, although he did have his moments.
Third shot at the 15th. Par 4. Oh, that's wonderful. Tremendous putt. Must be the longest putt we've seen holed today, and takes Faldo to 3 under par. The Masters champion, and of course 3 tremendous victories earlier on this season in Europe. And perhaps now, I don't know, his game perhaps a little bit just off the boil. Championship leader, Wayne Grady, third shot at the 18th. Oh, that's a fine shot, very little room to work with. So he'll have that to save his par. 6 birdies and just the 1 drop shot today, so 5 under today, 9 under altogether.
But there were those at Troon beginning to feel that this was Tom Watson's week. How could you disagree?
That's not going to be too far away. Oh, another eagle 3, another chip shot, approach shot hole, and that takes Watson to 8 under par. Well, he clearly likes Troon. He won here 7 years ago. And if you're going to win championships, those are the sort of shots that have got to go in. Great stuff. Wayne Grady at the 18th, this to save his par. Well done. In she goes. That's a round of 67 to go with his 68 of yesterday, and 9 under par and in the lead in the championship. A man whose game has clearly benefited from playing on the American circuit.
But how was Seve doing?
Third shot at the 18th. Well, it's pretty good, but he normally expects to get those a little bit closer, and at level par for the championship, he's really not playing as well as he would expect to play, and he's 9 shots behind the leader, and really almost worrying about qualifying. As for his par. Nope, always left. So another shot gone, and a 73 to go with his 72, and 1 over par for the championship. A Rolls Royce, firing on only 3 cylinders.
Earlier today, Mark James came in with a 70, had very little to say, but nevertheless it leaves him on 5 under par for the 2 completed rounds.
As everybody has said, the field is very bunched because of the benign conditions, because of the easy conditions, the lack of wind. Even if we don't have any wind on Sunday, it'll probably change because of the choke factor, the pressure factor. But you add the wind to that, and then you got to have ball.
This game is very unpredictable, and all you have to do is try your best, and this is what I'm doing at the moment.
So, no Seve, no Woosnam, no Faldo, no Lyle. All of them practically out of contention by the halfway stage. Day 3 of this fascinating championship couldn't come quickly enough for some.
At 6 o'clock in the morning, we were the first ones here, I think. We could have camped out on 18, but we figured it'd be too crowded, you know, people be kicking us and beating us and running us all over. This is a good spot.
Temperatures in the high 80s gave us the driest Open Championship since 1977, presenting its own problems out near the postage stamp. Back at the 8th tee, Fred Couples was 7 under par.
Lovely long, easy swing. Oh, and that's given him another chance of a birdie. Enjoys the Open Championship, this man.
Paul Azinger was helping mount an increasingly strong American challenge.
14th green, birdie putt. Chances all very, very close. 6 under, 3 under today. Fred Couples on the 8th. Even shorter one for a birdie. Straight in, takes him to 8 under par. Very much in the thick of things. Mark Calcavecchia, second shot to the 13th. 465 yards, this par 4. Oh, that's That's a great shot, and look at that bite when it landed. Calcavecchia, 7 under par, 2 under today.
Back at hole 10, Wayne Stevens, the first round leader, was refusing to be intimidated.
7 under par. Chance of a birdie. Oh, he's got it. That takes him to 8 under, and at a time when everybody was expecting him to fall away, he's still right in there. Very good. Calcavecchia for a birdie at the 13th. Oh, they're all going in, albeit right in the back door. That takes him to 8 under. Calcavecchia, of course, was the unlucky loser to Lyle last year in the Masters, when Lyle played that magnificent shot out of the bunker, but he's won twice this year and can't be written off as a championship contender.
By now, Flaherty was providing the strongest home challenge.
Up the slope she comes, there's a bit of bend on the right. Oh, he's got it absolutely correct. And that takes him to 10 under par, 4 under today, and not being put off at all by the enormity of the Open Championship.
In this championship of outsiders, Wayne Grady was beginning to enjoy life at the top of the leaderboard. Perhaps Watson could restore some sanity to proceedings.
Second shot, 13th hole. Right on line. 10 under par. That to go 11 under. Wayne Grady, second shot to the 16th, the par 5. Oh, and that's 2 very big shots to get that close. Grady definitely the surprise package of these championships, and, well, standing up to the pressure very well indeed. Watson at the 18th. Very good, that's a round of 68. An 11 under par, total of 205 for the 3 rounds, and he's going to be right there in the thick of things tomorrow. And so in all probability will this man, Grady, chipping to the 16th. Par 5, of course. Well done, well done. Certain birdie 4. That'll take him to 12 under par. '18th green, Payne Stewart for a birdie. Just ran out of steam. So that'll give him a par 4, a round of 69, and a total of 10 under par for the championship. Payne Stewart, a man often in contention for major titles, but yet to win one. Well, tomorrow he'll have another chance. Wayne Grady on the 18th green, and hopefully his last shot of the day. Yes, that's a 4, a round of 69, and at 12 under par, the leader of the championship, with just 1 round to go.
So, Grady, Watson and Stewart leading the field. But will they still be there after the final chapter has unfolded? The final round. David Flaherty from Northern Ireland, 9 under par. Paul Azinger of the United States, 8 under par. Fred Couples, 9 under. Mark Calcavecchia, also 9 under par. Payne Stewart, yet to win a major championship, he's 10 under par. Tom Watson, 11 under. Championship leader Wayne Grady of Australia, 12 under. Could it be that Watson still has what it takes to win at Royal Troon?
Yeah, it's just another Sunday afternoon of golf.
But Grady is in determined mood.
Just want to get out there and get going.
It's been 2 years since Watson has won a tournament of any kind, let alone a major. But he's won the Open 5 times and needs just one more to equal Harry Vardon's record. Grady won his first event on the American Tour just 2 weeks before. He's led this championship for a day and a half. But as Watson and Grady prepare to do battle, there's a shark attack taking place out on the course.
He started with a birdie 3. It's his 4 hole. Really on the move. A 2 at the 5th for Norman.
Greg Norman has birdied the first 6 holes to move 11 under. The drama is just beginning. This is surely the biggest test Wayne Grady has ever faced.
Be on it. Be on it.
Second shot to the first. And he's nervous, he's not showing any sign of it. Watson second.
Come on, baby, run all the way.
For a bad lie, that's a great shot. Watson to putt first. Got it. Great start. He moves to 12 under and joins Grady. For the moment, anyway. Yes, a wonderful start for Grady. 13 under, in the lead on his own again.
Mark Calcavecchia has joined the race with a birdie at the 2nd. Here he is at the 4th.
His third shot, par 5. Up the slope. Very, very good. That for another birdie. Little left to right borrow, but this will get him within 2 shots of the lead. Yes, well done. Very good. Greg Norman, miles ahead at the 13th. This is his third shot. Yeah, that's very good. He made it look easy, but from that rough ground, really quite tricky. Saves his par. He stayed at 12 under. Just 1 shot out of the lead. Wayne Grady, 5th tee. Birdied the 4th to take him to 14 under. This 5th hole, 210 yards, par 3. Ooh, he's flirting with the sand, but he's going to be all right, and that's going to come back not too far away. Good shot now. Tom Watson, 2 behind. Oh, a bit unlucky, just caught the sprinkler head there, and that might well have been a lot closer than it is. Watson to putt first. That's not too far away. Great try. Gave the hole a chance and just finished a few inches past. Grady then, this for another birdie. He's got it. Takes him to 15 under par, and he's opened with 3 birdies in the first 5 holes. What a start.
Greg Norman said he needed a final round of 63 to have any chance. He's looking for 2 more birdies than the last 5 holes.
Calcavecchia is second to the 7th, par 4. That's a very good shot. Pitched right on the front of the green, and it's downhill from there and runs a few yards by, but that's a putt for a birdie. Well, he missed his birdie chance, but has this for a par, this to stay, 11 under. He moved, you saw it, his head came up, and that's a shot gone back to 10 under par. And well, he might. He has 5 behind now, 5 behind Grady, and if he's going to win this championship, a lot to do. Watson at the 6th. Chance for another birdie for him.
Come on, ball.
Got it, he's got it. That takes him to 13 under par, 2 shots behind Grady. Now, he made a mess of this hole all the way up. He's got this to save his par. Bravely done, very good. And just when you'd expect him to start wavering, he holds a very solid putt indeed.
On the 16th fairway, Greg Norman is still 12 under par, 3 shots adrift of Grady.
16th, 542 yards, par 5. That's an enormous shot. No one's been up on this green yet today, but that's gone very close. That's a tremendous shot from Norman, and that putt for an eagle. Well, he targeted a 63 for himself, thought that would win, and this will take him to 9 under for the day, should he get it. Just misread that slightly, but that'll give him a birdie 4. Under par, just 2 behind the championship leader, who of course has still got these very difficult closing holes to play. Grady at the 9th.
On the left. Goodness sakes, Grades, hit a friggin' iron shot on line, you stupid thing.
Very little green to work with. He's got to play this very gently. Oh, he's done that very well. I didn't think he could actually leave that short of the pin. That's a good shot from there. Should save his par. Watson for his 4. He's dropped a shot at the 7th through missing a short putt. 12 under. Now he's back to 11 under. That's 2 shots gone in 3 holes. And now he's 4 behind. Grady for a 4. Nope. So he drops one as well, and this 9th hole has taken a toll on the leaders of the championship. Back to 14 under, just 1 ahead of Norman now, who's nearing the end of his round. Here is Norman. Pitch to the long par 3 17th.
Come on, Gano!
Missed the green on the left, and a long shot, and races by the pin. In fact, right over the green. That's an awkward shot, and well, let's hope this great round isn't going to come to an end here. 8 under par for the day, 13 under for the championship. And right there. Interesting, he's got the wedge out and he's going to hit it with the bottom of the blade. Oh, and he's holed it. He's saved his par. He stays at 13 under with just 1 hole left to go. What a recovery.
We've seen him do it so many times. The final day charge that rewrites the leaderboard. Calcavecchia is 3 shots behind him, needing a miracle on the 12th.
This is his 3rd shot. Very awkward. He's in the rough. Pins near this side of the green. And of course he can't get any backspin from there. Very difficult. Oh, he's knocked it straight in the hole. I don't believe it. Well, if that hadn't hit the pin just where it was, right at the bottom, that would have been 15, 20, 30 feet past, maybe over the green. Well, there are shades of Trevino at Muirfield in 1972. What a moment. Norman, second to 18. He's still one behind Grady, so needs a birdie here. I think he likes it. And so do they. What a great shot. Rolls right through the green, though. Couldn't get any backspin from the light rough. And he's going to have to hold that for his round of 63, which he said he needed before he started out. He really has put in a tremendous last round in the Open Championship. But whether he gets it or not, he's going to set a very difficult target for Grady and the others to catch. Here is Grady putting for par at the 10th. Gets it, that's a good 4, having dropped a shot at the 9th, and he stays at 14 under. The putter of Greg Norman. This, for a final birdie, would be his 10th of the day. Great try, a very good putt. Just wanted to run a little bit more. A great, great round of golf. That's it, it's a 64, it's a new course record, and all he can do now is sit in the clubhouse, watch the television, and wait for the others.
Inspired golf from Greg Norman, the man who has threatened for so long to win everything in his sight. Maybe Troon will prove the turning point. If nothing else, it will have sent a shiver through Grady and the pack of Americans poised ominously behind.
Grady at the 12th, 2 good shots to here, this for a birdie. He's got it. That takes him to 15 under par. And of course, he knows what Norman's done, but so far he's stood up to all the things that the great players have thrown at him this week. Calcavecchia, second to the 16th. It's par 5 that only Greg Norman has reached so far. Oh, and he's done the same. He's hit the absolutely identical stroke and left himself with the same putt. That for an eagle. Grady at the 14th, the short 14th. This to save par. No, slides by, and the shot he gained at the 12th is given back. And his lead over Norman is just 1. Now, Calcavecchia. He's taking the same line as Norman, just missed it on the right. Should be a birdie.
Calcavecchia did get his birdie, leaving him just a shot behind Norman with 2 to play. Watson's now out of the race. So who will prize the Claret Jug from Seve's grasp? He's given it up without a real fight, strangely out of touch, like so many of the fancied Europeans. The battle is hotting up. Calcavecchia, you'll remember, birdied the 16th. He needs another at the final hole.
Enormous drive, in fact almost too far. That bunker's over 300 yards from the tee. Shot of perhaps 150 yards. Oh, look at the bite and the spin on that, and that's going to give him a very good chance for his birdie here at the last. Great shot. Behind him, Grady on the 17th. Long, short hole. Pin cut over the right-hand side. Oh, that's short, and that's right, and that's in sand, and has left him a very difficult shot. And he knows it. David Fairty holds out for a final round of 72, and far and away the best performance by a European player. drama is here. The 17th green, and there's the shot that Wayne Grady has. He's got to avoid that second bunker. You can just see peeping out on the right. Pin very close to it. Oh, he's played an excellent shot. He couldn't have hoped to do much better than that. But his lead is just one, and he must hold that, go to the last in front. Oh, how on earth didn't that go in? A great putt, very good recovery from the bunker, but it's the vital shot gone. He too is 13 under par, level with Norman, and just the last hole to play. And Calcavecchia can join them. He gets this. He does. That's 2 birdies in the last 3 holes. He and Norman are in the clubhouse at 13 under, and they can only wait to see what Grady does.
3,000 miles away, in Phoenix, Arizona, Calcavecchia's wife was expecting their first child. One telephone call would have prevented him playing the most important round of his golfing life. But Grady holds the championship's destiny in his hands.
Second shot to the final hole. Coming out of the rough, no backspin. Ooh, and he rolls up the bank and back down again. Out of bounds on the gravel path at the top of that bank. He's there, and now he's going to have to hold that putt to win the championship, which he's led since halfway through the second day. So he and playing partner Watson now come to that great reception that is unique to the Open Championship. Grady first. Awkward little shot. I don't think he can putt it. No, he's going to chip it. This for the Open. He hasn't got the legs. Right on line. So, with the world holding its breath for Wayne Grady, first Watson will putt. Right in the heart, oh, just an inch or two short. But that's a great championship for Watson. He's come very close, and it was only those 3 or 4 holes in the middle of the round where he dropped away, missed the short putts that he's so vulnerable to now. And with a score of 72, he's 11 under par for the championship. This to make the playoff. He's got it. It's a round of 71, 13 under par like Norman and Calcavecchia. But no man had a better opportunity to win in the prescribed distance. 2 shots ahead with 5 holes left to play, and the 2 short holes really doing the damage. Falls at both.
I'm sure you all realise there has been a 3-way tie for the championship between Greg Norman, Mark Calcavecchia, and Wayne Grady at 13 under par.
Open Championship history in the making. The first ever 3-way playoff over 4 extra holes. 3 men chasing one precious prize. The United States of America against Australia.
Third of the hole first time round, and that from really the wrong side of the pole is a very good shot. It'll be interesting to see how well he copes in this playoff, because of course for the last hour and a half he's been the one on the defensive, defending his score, whereas the others have been attacking. Greg Norman. Shot, but still 10 or 12 feet to go. And of course, he birdied this hole as well. And lastly, Calcavecchia cuts it right up. He's got to negotiate that little bunker peeking out. and in fact put too much backspin on it, and it's died on the front edge. Scenes reminiscent of past Open Championships where the crowd followed the players all along the fairway. And this, the first mini-medal playoff in Open Championship history. Calcavecchia first. On the line, it's very short. That's 4 or 5 feet short. He moves away. Now Grady. Good, but not quite good enough. We'll settle for 4. If he can get this in, of course, this will be a tremendous psychological advantage. He's done it. He's done it. A wonderful putt. Opens with a 3 in the playoff. Goes to 1 under. Grady level. And of course Calcavecchia with, well, not the shortest putt in the world. Will also be at level. But he gets it. So 2 4s and a 3. Norman with the advantage as they go to the second.
On to the second tee, with Greg Norman ahead for the first time in the championship. Will his nerve hold?
Once again, Grady to play his second shot first. Only a wedge on line. It checks too quickly, and that's not really close enough to give himself a reasonable birdie chance. Next, Calcavecchia. Fly right to the pins. Back he flies it beyond, just off the back edge. Unfortunately for him, it sat down very quickly. Lastly, Norman. Oh, and once again, he's given himself a great chance. Practices, but Grady it is to putt first.
In the hole! Come on, get it!
And a good putt from there. It was as much as he could expect. Another 4. He stays level. But Norman is so close. Calcavecchia must be aware of that as well. Turning, it's turned. A 3, a birdie, takes him to 1 under, and for the moment level with Norman. But of course Norman has his putt to go to 2 under. The eyes, the stare, the determination. He's been so close so often. He's done it. He's opened with 2 3s. 2 under par, 1 ahead of Calcavecchia, 2 ahead of Grady, and 2 holes left to play. They cross over to the 17th, the third of these 4 playoff holes.
Now it seems we have a 2-man confrontation. Norman against Calcavecchia. Grady's tee shot at the 17th in the final round cost him the championship. Here in the playoff, he's found sand again.
Not the same bunker that he was in before, but the one next door, and an even harder second shot. And he played an even better recovery. Do or die for him. Calcavecchia to putt first. Long way away. Oh, it's a beautiful putt. It's a beautiful putt. So close. He's got his three. And any one of these players would settle for a three on this very difficult short hole at this stage of the championship. It's unknown territory. Norman second. Light rough. Oh, he nearly did it again, but it's gone a long way past. That's 15 feet by. Nearly hit the pin, and one feels he was going for everything. Now has this to keep his lead. It's away, it's gone. Whether he was too bold or whether the ball leapt on him coming out of the rough, whatever it was, he drops a shot and goes back into a tie at 1 under with Calcavecchia. Grady to save par and stay within one of the other two. No, his race is run. He's 2 behind now. And well, he'd need something like to hold his second shot at the last to have any sort of a chance.
And so to the final hole of one of the most dramatic Open Championships in living memory. Mark Calcavecchia. Greg Norman.
Oh, a huge drive right down the fairway. Oh, but it's gone in the one place he really couldn't afford it to go. And perhaps if he'd been watching the television set when Calcavecchia was finished and saw how close he got to that bunker, then he might well have taken something more defensive. Grady nicely up the middle. Oh, and what would Norman have given to have his ball back? So, Calcavecchia from the right-hand rough.
Stand still, please.
Good lie, good contact. Oh, no, really tremendous shot. A 3 here about an hour ago, and his second shot almost as close again. With Norman in the bunker, is that the shot that wins the Open Championship? Grady playing out, although this has to go in, I suspect. Oh, it nearly does. It nearly does. What a great shot. Even if he holds that, it'll be 1 too many. Now, what can Norman do? So close to the face, and of course here at Troon, all the bunkers have their faces revetted, layers of turf placed one upon the other to create these very lips, to make this course as difficult as it is. He's got 140 yards to go.
It's close.
He's having a go. He did well, but I think it just caught the top of the lip. Yes, just runs along the fairway, and topples sideways into yet another bunker, some 50 yards short of the pin. Crowds break through and gallop up the fairways to see these wonderful final scenes. Norman's third. Must get down in 2 to have any sort of a chance. Caught it thin. It's over, it's through the green, it's out of bounds. Another valiant effort, another dramatic loss in an Open Championship when he almost seemed to have it won. This time within the playoff, 2 under par after 2 holes, a shot dropped at 17, and the final crashing disaster as he went from one piece of sand to another and finally out of bounds. Wayne Grady is for 3. He misses. It wouldn't have made any difference. He's going to share second spot with Greg Norman. But a wonderful Open Championship for Wayne Grady from Australia. And now the scene is set. The supporting cast move aside. And Calcavecchia has several putts for the Open. 1 is enough, a closing 3, and Mark Calcavecchia is the Open champion for 1989.
So, after one of the most dramatic afternoons in Open Championship history, the sympathies may lie with Grady and Norman, but the glory belongs to Mark Calcavecchia.
The winner of the gold medal and the champion golfer for the year, Mark Calcavecchia.
I'd like to thank my parents. My mother is a very important lady to me. My father passed away about 4 years ago, but I know he's up there watching, and the support I got from my wife, she's a driving force in my life, and I wouldn't be right here without her in my life. So thank you.